You got
Shit look like a toupee, but I swear to God, it ain't a toupee. It's real.
All right, y'all. So
that shit like.
I realized
gonna
we went live. Shut up,
yeah.
man. I ain't got my hat way downstairs. I don't feel like going down there.
Welcome everyone to #Heals for Life. This is our pre-show, so we're gonna get started in a few seconds. We're just gonna wait for you guys to come in for a second. This is
What up,
like I
Corey?
said, this is our
What's up,
recap show.
Corey?
So we're probably just gonna do this for about an hour or so we can get the main shit out the way and then head on out. So remember to share the podcast. Also on Twitch, we are at 29 followers. So I really want you guys to get the word out there because I'm trying to be an affiliate. I'm trying to get some money, something of that nature. Please follow us on Twitch if you can. Yes. But other than that, how everybody weekend been?
What's up, Juan? What's up, Derek? Abraham?
It's all right, I guess.
How y'all doing? My weekend was
What's up,
pretty
Abraham?
lazy. And
Oh, Masu.
I enjoyed it. I must say I really enjoyed it. I really did.
I wish I could say the same because my eye
Hey,
got
Steve.
infected yesterday, and
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. How'd that go?
Yeah, I'm feeling better. It's just my eye is still watery. Like it's trying to get better, but I'm gonna see how it is tomorrow. If I don't see like a big change tomorrow, I'm probably gonna go to urgent care and get some eye drops, Medicare eye drops.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Sure.
So everyone, while I'm sharing, we got about 9 people, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, we'll be right back.
Hold up, #Heals for Life. Wanna welcome everybody, yeah, we gotta get it hype. Hey, every week talking wrestling, we get into it. Current events, even guests that we're interviewing. Hosted by Chris, Kid USA, and Nappy Boy. Shout out to Ziggy, put the smack down, you can't ignore. The best you gon' find anywhere online. Tell the competition they about to get clothesline. Hold up, #Heals for Life. Let's go.
Welcome to #Heals for Life Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Mr. Team Brickett.
Nappy boy.
Kid USA.
It's me, ZTB.
What the hell is that?
I've been
Like
watching
that.
too much Peacock.
Is that like a version of our like Rob Van Dam?
And DDP, little mixed a little bit in there.
Okay,
With
all
the,
right.
with the, and his finishing maneuver, the Ziggy Cutter.
Right. So everyone, this is our recap show. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful weekend. So y'all probably asking why we did not do a podcast yesterday. Probably because of me, because I just did not feel like doing a podcast. I was in my feelings yesterday. Like I just didn't feel like talking to nobody yesterday. It was just one of them things. Yeah, just no yesterday. Like yesterday, I just didn't feel like doing shit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna recap all the events from probably about 3 days ago, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about this week's wrestling event. So first, let's talk a little bit about Dark Side of the Ring. That was not only a very controversial episode, but it was also an episode that has really threw a lot of people under the bus. Motherfuckers don't even know, can't even verify their stories. People saying that Vince McMahon wasn't even on the plane. They even said The Undertaker, his name got thrown under the bus as well. They said that he at one point told the locker room to bully. What's his name? I think
Rene
Dupree or
Dupree.
yeah. They said that Undertaker ordered the locker room to piss and shit in his
French flag.
clothes and this, but yeah, it's like, dude, like. Wow. And they said this because I think he was he didn't want to deal with the locker room, I guess. Like when they went out for drinks, he said like, you know, I'm good, like I'm good.
That's a
So
big no.
yeah, and me, if they did that shit, and if I found that the Undertaker did that shit, I'm sorry, I would have fucked him up. I'm for real. I don't give a fuck if you the phenom or
Grab it
not.
handfuls.
Now people telling me that I'm talking shit. I'm serious. I have a very bad temper, and Undertaker is an Aries as well, so he should know. Don't fuck with me.
Don't sell it. Don't sell it.
Right. Hashtag Kills for Life. New gear will be coming out pretty soon. Like if you can get hats, no sale. Face masks, no sale. So and your coffee mugs, no sale. By the way. Yeah, I want to hear you guys.
Kermit the Frog drinking his tea that says no sell on it.
Oh
shit! No sell.
Hi, ho, this is
now
Kermit
we
the
did.
Frog. Don't
Now
sell.
we did talk about this a little
Don't
bit
sell.
on Saturday, but because y'all know what happened on Saturday, so but let's kind of talk a little bit more in detail because we got more information on
can I just
what happened. So yeah, let's go ahead.
Can I just say first and foremost, Dave LaGreca did the right thing by letting Tommy Dreamer go. Not indefinite. He did
For
kind
now.
of throw in the fuckery and said there's no timestamp, but as of right now, he's not going to
Corey.
be part of the show.
Derek,
It's a good step,
Juan,
you know.
Abe,
So there's that.
Steph.
But also,
Dylan
I don't know
Owen.
if y'all seen though.
Juan.
Tonight, I want to say maybe it was 10 minutes before Raw
CK, John.
went live, or maybe like 10 minutes in while during Raw started. But Ric Flair came out with like a long statement, pretty much just stating that he has nothing to hide. He's done
Hey,
a
Brandon.
30, I think, what's that shit called on ESPN? 30
30 for 30.
30 for 30. He said he's done a 30 for 30. All of his controversial shit's been fully documented. And even his lawyer, Rory, I think his name, said that I've heard of a lot of shit. I heard of adultery. I've heard of like he listed a name of shit, but he was like, I've never once heard about the sexual allegations. I'm sorry. Is it possible that people can lie about sexual allegations? Yes. I don't think they would go on a popular show and lie about it. So I'm still on the side of, I think her name is Heidi, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I'm on her side still. And then also, let me say this before I pass it to Ziggy or Kid, whoever wants to go next. I do want to say this. I'm sick and fucking tired of a victim going through the shits and then weeks, maybe a month later, oh, by the way, she was a thief and she stole jewelry. Who the fuck cares? Like, seriously, who cares? So because she stole jewelry or she's got skeletons in her closet, it's okay for her to get sexually assaulted. Just because, rest in peace to George Floyd, I'm going to take a step way back. Just because he did a porn scene, it's okay for a cop to fucking do what he did to George. Like,
it was a really good porn too.
I'm sorry. I'm sick. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that.
I know.
All I'm trying to say is that it shouldn't fucking matter. What we all have a past. I've done shit. I'm sure Kid's done shit. I'm sure Ziggy's done shit. I'm sure Chris has done shit.
I'm a baby face.
I'm sorry.
I'm a
Ziggy's
baby
the same.
face.
I see his halo. But we all have a past. It doesn't mean fucking negative, bad shit should happen to us because we have a past.
Right.
But that's all I'm gonna say. Cancel Ric Flair. Cancel John.
But
Tommy
you know
Dreamer.
what? To kind of touch
floor
up
is
on
yours.
what you said though. before we pass it on to Ziggy. The thing about it is I think that the wrestling community is not only toxic, but they're disgusting as fuck. I've never seen a group of people talk about, oh, well, he's Ric Flair. I mean, he has a long dick, but he's Ric Flair. What the fuck did that mean? If the shit happened to your wife, or if it happened to your mother, or if it happened to your auntie, would you have that same energy? I would have to say no, you wouldn't. And if you did have that same energy, you're a sick bastard. But I mean, go ahead, Ziggy.
So I pretty much share the same thoughts as Nappy Boy, but I do have a question. Why does it seem like Tommy Dreamer is in more trouble than like Ric Flair?
Because honestly, I'm just gonna say this, and then we Ziggy, our James and Kid can say this too. I really feel that Tommy Dreamer is the lesser star, the sacrificial lamb in this situation.
Okay, that's what I was going.
So I really believe that he can be sacrificed and not Ric Flair, because Ric Flair is a made man, quote unquote. So with that being said, the one that don't have the bigger star power is going to be the one that's going to be in bigger trouble. But then also Tommy Dreamer doesn't really think before he speaks anyway.
No, I agree.
You don't go on a major you don't go on a major show and then basically say that, oh, Ric Flair has a long dick. It's so big. The shaft is unbelievable, and everyone was having fun. Everybody was having fun doing the helicopter. It was really, really awesome and shit. But I know some people got offended, but I didn't, because Ric Flair is my friend.
Right. Now, I don't agree with his opinion or his stance. Matter of fact, I think he has daughters, right? So it's just
2 twins.
It's just weird, but it's kind of like, while his stance is wrong and probably like 98% of people disagree with him, I feel like the narrative and the focus is, being misconstrued. Like, okay, wait, hold up. Like, Tommy Dreamer, yes, he is wrong, but Ric Flair is the person that did the helicopter and forced his self on this lady, and then Scott Hall's licking this lady and doing all type of crazy shit and ripping her.
Let's be honest,
shirt.
Ric Flair, neither of them are in, I guess you could say, the limelight, right? But I would have to argue and say Tommy's in a brighter light than Flair is. Flair recently, asked for his release, and it was accepted by WWE. He recently made an appearance in AAA. This was months before this aired. He fucking had a C+ commercial for some car shield shit. So I mean,
that
really
aired tonight, by the way.
Much. Oh, did it really?
Yes.
Wow.
Well,
I wasn't watching Raw fully.
I was trying not to watch Raw, but I was back and forth.
They do that.
Yeah,
they do that, but they took the woo out of the intro.
I mean, okay, but I mean, other than taking the woo out, taking them off of the commercial, what is there really to take away from Ric Flair? I mean,
Tommy
the only
Dreamer,
way
he's a fall guy.
I mean, the only thing that you can really do in this situation is really fuck with Ric Flair's money. That's all you really can do at this point.
But he's not really making money with WWE, though.
I get it. But see, the thing is, with Car Shield and his appearances, you're still fucking
which
with
got canceled.
Money.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
He got canceled from I think next month in New York. A Comic-Con. He got canceled from that. So I mean, other than that, though, there's not really much to do. Now, Tommy, on the other hand, he's on the number one for now. I'm speaking this into existence. He's on the number one wrestling podcast on SiriusXM. He was a huge person backstage for TNA. That shit got taken away from him. Both of them got taken away. Other than that, there's really not much to take away from Tommy Dreamer either, because it's not like you can go and delete him from the archives of ECW.
Not necessarily. I mean, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'm gonna let you go in a minute, Kid. The one thing about the one thing about Tommy Dreamer and Ric Flair, your reputation is golden. Now, we might not be able to fuck with your money. We might not even be able to go back in the past and correct the bullshit that happened on that plane. But your reputation speaks for itself. Look at Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream can't even wrestle anywhere in the country because of that, them allegations of, you know, child pornography and whatever he was doing or whatever. The thing is, it's like they're slowly going on the blacklisted right along with Hulk Hogan. Go ahead, kid.
And to answer real quick, Kevin, no, AEW will not be working with Ric Flair anytime soon.
Well, I can tell you, I could probably tell you one organization that probably will take him is GCW for a death match.
Oh God,
GCW.
Hey,
You know, somebody asked me
versus
something
Nick
about
Gage.
GCW. They said that GCW is like kind of the forbidden door of you know what I'm saying in today's
It's
world. I
borderline
said no.
backyard wrestling.
Yeah, basically. I'm
So
like,
you
no, I
go
wouldn't even
there,
say I wouldn't
go
even
through.
compare them to Ring of Honor. Like,
I mean,
honestly.
that's what I'm saying. GCW,
Oh,
they
wow.
just
I wouldn't. I mean, for real. I don't even know what the fuck that shit is until
Nick Gage.
came from there. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Matt Cardona had one death match and he retired from it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now, Ring of Honor is there because there's people that we know that's from there, but they're not getting any shine because I think I don't know if they're doing it on purpose or if they just say like, if you see me, you just see me. Because right now, like all I see is Shane Taylor. That's about it.
Yeah.
And Shane Taylor Productions. Or promotions. I'm not productions, but promotions. I mean, that's the only thing I see. And that's the hottest thing right now in ROH. Everything else is trash.
Yeah.
So
I think Kid has something to.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Kid.
No, I was trying to find. I read an article about not too long ago about Ric Flair saying that because of this whole situation, he's about to snitch on everybody. He's like, I remember. He's like, I remember everything. I know names. If I'm going down, everybody else is going down.
But you know what?
And I'm like,
Ric Flair's he's the dirtiest player in the game. He's a bitch for real in real life.
Dirtiest player in the game.
He's the dirtiest player in the game. That motherfucker knew that he did that shit on a damn plane. The only reason why he's not going to come out because he does not want to look bad. But the problem is with Ric Flair, people already got receipts on Ric Flair, so it doesn't even matter if you don't want to come on the show or if you do want to come on the show. People already knew about your past transgressions already. So, like, at this point, I don't give a fuck about Ric Flair and his apology. I just don't care because, like, I've been knew that Ric Flair was already trash behind the scenes, but this shit where everybody coming out, Chris Canyon. Oh, that's next.
Him and
yeah.
I think the controversy I think is also I think Chris Canyon has something with Undertaker. I think that's going to put Undertaker in a bad light.
Yeah,
and I think Ric Flair. He was on Chris Canyon was on Howard Stern a few years back, and Ric Flair was a caller. And that if I can find that clip because I actually watched it the other night.
Please do. Yes,
it was pretty bad.
If you find that clip, forward to me so we can put that on the air. So I want to play that shit before Thursday. I'm off this week, y'all. So I'm a Lottie and gag and shit this week. I'm gonna try.
Before you move on from the flight, there's one last thing I feel people aren't talking about. All right, so everybody's jumping on Tommy Dreamer, everyone's jumping on Ric Flair, Brock Lesnar, some people even talking about that. But what people fail to realize on that settlement, if you look at the document, Goldust is on that list too. And he's kind of
under the radar as well.
Be like, we all love Goldie and everything like that, but
RVD too. RVD, and you know what? RVD,
he knew exactly what to say though, with limitation, without getting himself in trouble.
If you saw how RVD Look, I've
He
seen
kept
many
himself-
interviews.
He kept
I've
himself
seen many
reserved.
promos
Chris,
with
I sent it to you.
RVD. He looked like in that episode that he was like, all right, let me listen to what they're asking and let me carefully answer these questions because he
Mhm.
wasn't his normal self. Not saying he was like out of it or anything, but he was paying close attention to everything going on. So
Wait, do you want me
his
to air this
closet-
Chris Canyon thing right now, or do you want?
No. I want you to watch it.
Okay, I'll watch it then.
Yeah, I want you to
I'll
watch
follow
it.
up with that. Okay, cool. There was something else that I wanted to add to that too. Shawn Michaels and
H-Bombs.
Marty Jannetty. Oh, Jesus
God damn.
Christ! Like, I mean, the tea is really coming out, y'all. Like, I think a lot of these wrestlers out here are scared that their name is going to come up. Like,
They're
dude,
like, I'm
like,
not
I
going
didn't
on
know
Dark
nothing.
Side of the Ring.
I didn't know nothing about the Undertaker. I knew Undertaker was a kiss ass, but like I didn't know.
Yeah,
I knew he was a
didn't
locker
know-
room leader.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's a locker room leader that kisses Vince's ass,
I
like he
looked
said in the
at-
promo.
I
I
looked
figured there would have been
Taker
more
as
from
a
John
saint.
JBL.
Yeah, the Wrestlers Court.
Wrestler's Court.
They all come in the locker room.
Any story I
Yeah.
heard with Taker was like Taker was the
He
guy
was a
that
voice
stood
of
up.
reason. He was a voice of
Yeah.
reason or something
But
like that. The
so-
way they painted it out, you know.
This
Yeah,
shit
because
about
you
to
know what I'm
be
saying? Like they you know
interesting.
what? The thing about it is with the WWE, they are very, very careful on covering their tracks.
What about Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel?
I don't even fucking care.
I'm
Brock's a
jumping the
made
gun
man.
on
about
that.
either, bro.
Brock's a made man.
No, but that's a good question that Kid was saying because if Brock Lesnar's name is tied in all of this drama,
Mhm.
you know, does the match still go on?
Of course.
Do they change
With
the
Terry
ending?
Runnels.
Yeah,
They're gonna let that go.
Unfortunately, yeah, because
I mean,
she kind of fucked herself by saying
she said,
I
yeah.
was
She made it seem
told
like she wasn't
to
worried
tell it.
about it.
the way she brought up, I said this to Chris, and again, I watched this episode like 5 times. I'm thinking about watching it again. If
Yeah,
you
me
pay
too.
attention to
Still on
her
my DVR.
reaction, if you pay attention to Terry Runnels' reaction when she said, "Oh, by the way," and Brock Lesnar exposed himself to me, it was borderline like, "Oh, let me hurry up and get this out."
name dropping.
Mhm.
Name drop more than it bothered me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I got that
Just throwing
vibe
names
from
out
her.
there. But
And
oh yeah,
then-
by the way,
and
there's
how
one
she
more
was
thing.
like, "Oh," and they were telling me don't sell it, so I wasn't selling it. So I
Don't
wasn't gonna
sell.
sell
Don't
it.
sell. Mm-mm.
So
Don't sell.
because of the reaction, Vince is like, fuck it, Brock, you're okay. Hey, Brock, whatever, fuck it. But hey, take
Mhm.
that woo shit out of the fucking now then and forever shit. Take
And
that
just
shit out.
remember, we don't sell. We don't
And Charlotte,
sell.
I'm gonna let you keep your last name this week, but next name we might just drop that shit and just call you Charlotte. And
And we might just- you might
Just
just
wait for
Charlotte.
wait for a poster board out on Raw Crowd that with hashtag Don't Sell It. And it's going to be on hard cam side.
I'm
And they're going
waiting
to
for
confiscate it.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for that. Don't
I'm
sell it.
ready,
Don't
man.
sell it.
I'm ready. I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna give me a face mask that says
really
"Don't sell."
we really do need to get some merchandise shirts that say "Don't sell it." Like,
Don't sell it.
Look, bruh, I think that
Better,
shit
we
is
got to
money.
get on that.
We're gonna sell shirts that say "Don't sell."
We're gonna
Don't
sell
sell.
shirts that say "Don't sell."
Yeah,
The
shit's
oxymoron.
hilarious. Shit's hilarious. What else is on the docket this past week? Anything that
The past week, that was really like the big thing. You had
That
NXT
was like the fucking
2.0.
highlight.
It just depends on
man.
how far in the week.
No.
you're trying to go. Yeah,
Let's go into Monday
there you go.
tonight.
That's
So
what I say.
y'all. So tonight on Raw,
I was shocked a little bit.
Hey, yeah, a lot of people were shocked that I was
I
watching
was
Raw.
shocked a little bit.
Put your V up in the air.
Here is the problem. Stephen, I hope you are in here because
I think he is. I think I seen a
remember
couple
when we was
comments.
talking about the follow-up? The WWE followed up, but they didn't follow through.
They didn't deliver.
Once again. Why the fuck Roman Reigns came on fucking Raw and won both fucking matches?
Ex Nappy.
Because he's his tribal chief.
Shut up. Damn.
I'm just like
no, I'm
wondering.
gonna be honest with y'all, bro.
I stated this shit before. Anytime you lose,
Oh,
your
that's gonna be
championship,
next.
You gotta at least
Cancel
be
Roman
dominant.
Reigns.
And Bobby Lashley was. I mean, he trashed both New Day and the
Yo.
Bloodline.
Can I just real quick? Can I just intervene and say that's how the fuck you're supposed to act after losing the WWE fucking title? You supposed to go out on a fucking rampage, no pun intended, to AEW. You're supposed to tear shit the fuck up.
Which he did.
And he
Bobby,
Disrupt matches, something.
that's who should have won the triple threat match. I'm sorry. Roman easily could have took that pin and not
Come on,
get buried.
Nappy, you don't have to
No,
patronize us. Come on now.
No, no.
Not
I
even
gotta say
Roman.
this. No, because I didn't want Big E to get a pinfall yet. You're the newest WWE champion. You do not need to get pinned. But Roman, he's been dominating. Give him a fucking loss.
On
Good
Raw,
booking.
not SmackDown.
But
Good
this is
booking.
what we've been talking
You
about,
did.
though.
You did two fucking things tonight, Vince, and I hope you're proud of yourself. You buried your flagship show for sure because you had somebody from SmackDown not win, not once, but twice. You had this man win the opening match and the ending match.
They,
Then,
that's his boy.
Because he wasn't wearing his T-shirt.
then,
That's
no,
my
I'm wearing
tribal chief.
Jason right now.
That's my tribal chief.
Air
And
Jason right now. Then
You
you
saw
It's
that?
not even
fucking-
October yet.
Oh, hold on,
you
I'm sorry.
Hey, bit. Look, Halloween for me starts September 1st, motherfucker. My ringtone is Michael Myers. Dun, 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 dun. Don't get me started
Exactly.
with Halloween. These next 3 months are my favorite fucking time. Anyway, kids get me off subject. So not only did
Obviously.
you just show us the flagship show, like you just proven, like we all been talking about SmackDown being the A+ show, the flagship show. You just now proved it to us. So thank you, Vinny. Then you keep fucking booking Roman. This fucking, like, who the fuck is gonna stop this motherfucker?
Why couldn't we have an
Are you
interference
gonna
from the
keep-
demon?
Are you gonna have the title on this motherfucker for the next 10 years? Because that's what it seems like to me, that this motherfucker is not losing. And you better fuck Vince McMahon. I will make you get a hip replacement. You better not get fucking Brock Lesnar to take this title off, because he beat Brock Lesnar a couple of fucking times. So it won't make sense, bitch. It won't make sense.
Every time someone gets in trouble with the law, though, they get a belt.
Facts. Facts.
Brock,
That is very, very, very,
Brock gonna
very,
win.
very true.
Wait, so
because,
no,
look
Brock
at
didn't
the
get in trouble with the
Usos.
law.
The
Well, just
Usos
in-
had a
Well,
DUI.
well, just
and got the
well, just
title the next
controversy.
Terry didn't sell it though. She didn't sell it.
Okay,
didn't sell
can we forget?
Terry.
We forgot. One thing. The actual match itself for Sunday. Where was Finn Balor at? Why wasn't there some type of interference? If Roman's on Raw, why not have
Because
your
it was
opponent?
Raw.
because he wasn't relevant.
It was Raw. This is a Vinceism. I can't have.
But you were
18
talking about him.
SmackDown.
But you were talking about him. You were talking about Tribal Chief Roman Reigns getting pinned or whatever.
Vince
Why
is-
not have? And it's not for a belt.
wouldn't
Why not?
make sense.
Why not have
It
Finn
wouldn't
Balor
make
come out and
sense.
do something?
Because too many people from SmackDown on Raw, dude. You gotta realize the way Vince thinks. Once you know how he thinks, shit makes sense. You're
Well,
not gonna see.
Dynamite's gonna shit all over this.
They fucking.
You already
look,
know, bro.
They announced this Friday. The Bloodline in the Raw, not the Bloodline +3 or +1 or and some. It was the Bloodline. The Bloodline.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Like, okay, so here Carmichael was talking about Extreme Rules, and matter of fact, we're going.
How do you-
dry.
How do you
Regu-
have an Extreme Rules pay-per-view with no Extreme
No
Rules?
extreme.
It's called
What?
regular rules.
Not one.
Well,
I mean,
the
like, dude,
the
it's like
demon match
so
is
fucking
Extreme
slow.
Rules.
You sure?
It's
Yeah,
It's regular rules at pay per view.
but
Okay, so
like
you have-
there's no matches that is extreme.
It's the Universal Championship match.
Said the Universal Championship.
They said it
match
tonight.
Is a
So
They just
one
need to drop
fucking
the
match,
name.
one
It
fucking
was
match
one
is
match.
extreme.
Correct.
That's
One.
like
Correct.
Hell in a
That's
Cell
so fucking
only had two
stupid,
Hell in a
dude.
Cell matches.
Vinceism. I gotta use that shit. I'm so serious.
If
Vinceism,
dude, once you understand Vinceism, like okay, perfect example today. Me and Steven were talking. Shout out my boy Steven. We're always talking about wrestling and fantasy booking and shit. We were thinking since the draft is coming up next, who would we want to see go to SmackDown? Who would we want to see go to Raw? Two people came to mind. One person's possible, but because of Vinceism, the second person isn't possible. I would love for AJ Styles to go back to SmackDown. AJ versus Roman. Haven't seen it. Randy Orton going to SmackDown. Randy versus Roman. Would love to see that. But guess what? Guess what's going on with little Mr. Randall? He's half of the Raw Tag Team Champions. Now, since Vince is backed in a fucking corner, and I'm sorry, I don't want to fucking hear he ain't paying attention, this and that. Your opponents are 2 weeks the number one hottest television show for 2 weeks in a row. You need to start doing different shit. You need to start doing different shit. So what should you do? You draft Orton to fucking SmackDown. But he's one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions. That's okay.
Anyway. Why are you doing that?
Y'all some
bro, why are you doing that?
Y'all got anything?
No, but like
the Vinceism is gonna Randy from going to SmackDown because either A, he's just not gonna go, or B, they're gonna strip the titles from him. Plain and simple.
So kind of going back to what you said about the Raw, the WWE champion being buried and Bobby Lashley being buried as well. Now, if I'm not mistaken, did Big E get pinned?
Lashley got pinned tonight.
No, Lashley got pinned tonight.
No,
and Xavier Woods.
Okay.
Xavier Woods, yeah.
Once again, this just goes back to what I said before. Black wrestlers are unappreciated. Like it doesn't even matter how you want to look at this shit. This just proved my point. First of all, you brought some motherfucker over from SmackDown. Yeah, I get that he's the face of the company, but in the storyline wise, Bobby Lashley, like his momentum stripped. Big E, honestly, he really never had any momentum anyway. I mean, like he won a WWE championship, but did I care? No,
because we had the long ass commercials that took forever to get back to the show.
Facts. And then when he came out with that dry ass speech and shit, like I'm like, oh, okay. Am I supposed to care now? Let's go on with the match. The match was entertaining. The 6-man was entertaining, but it's just like Big E gives me flashes, gives me pause. Like I want to root for you, bro, but it's like
too long,
bro. Like it's just, I don't know. But anyway, let's kind of talk a little bit about this upcoming week. Now, Raw was doing everything in their power to try to at least draw some numbers. If the follow-up was actually good, I would say that Raw will probably win this week. But because they fucked up twice all in one night,
gonna win this week.
Do
I'm
AEW have a stacked ass card this week, and on top of that, Rampage is gonna be 2 fucking hours. 2 hours. Then on Wednesday, they got a stacked card. They got a pay-per-view worthy card.
And it ain't even for the fucking title. How you
and
like
not even the title?
Apples? And can I say
Bryan
to all the stupid fucking motherfuckers that keep saying, "Oh God, I'm about to sound like Chris right now because I'm so sick of these." No, I'm tired of these WWE marks. They're literally sitting there saying, "I can't believe Daniel Bryan's already facing Kenny Omega." You really think when he wins, they're not going to give him a title match? If you were a wrestling fan, you would know. I'm sorry, I might be hurting some feelings. Nobody's winning that match. There's going to be a fucked ending. You are not going to have your AEW champion take a pin. You're not going to have your hottest signee to AEW take a pin.
Luchasaurus and the Elite are going to come down and do some type of
Thank you. It's
distraction.
written all on the wall. So stop fucking whining. Stop crying. Plus, Daniel Bryan, let's be honest. Tony Khan got this win-loss streak. Technically, Daniel Bryan got to get some wins under his belt if he wants that title shot.
That's correct.
So pay the fuck attention to the product if you're going to cry like a fucking bitch. That's all I ask.
Maybe they're just
So
getting into the story. Maybe they're just getting into the story, Nappy.
So matter of fact, let me kind of go backwards.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's kind of talk. No, you good. Let's talk about the Owen Hart situation. With the AEW.
I fucking ripped that motherfucker a new one on Twitter too. I'm still waiting for that little bitch to respond. Pussy ass. Anyway, sorry.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I'm tired of these fucking marks, dude. Like, bro, you got Tony Khan within a fucking month time span has given the fans two things we've been begging for years: CM Punk back in the ring and Owen Hart to get recognition.
So they're going to have some type of tournament. It's called the Owen something. I forgot. It's like some type of tournament.
The Owen Hart tournament, but it's the cup's going to be called the Owen.
The Owen. So and then also too, the Owen Hart Foundation is partnering up with AEW. I think the likes and including the video game that's coming up as well. So there's a possibility that we might see an Owen Hart character.
They're working on future merchandising and future appearances for video games. So they didn't come out and say, oh, but you can only hope and just picture a fucking AEW Owen Hart figure. And to the motherfuckers that are saying, oh, he was pro WWE and pro Stampede and Stampede's owned by WWE, does it really fucking matter?
Right.
Does it really fucking matter? Because the last video game that this man was in, 1999, WWF Attitude.
Yeah.
And then if you want to get technical with it, 2004 for that Legends of Wrestling Showdown. But I don't count that because it wasn't WWF or WWE.
Trash.
So it's like, dude, just like enjoy what's happening in wrestling right now. You got an owner who actually fucking cares what we want and think.
I think honestly, bro, I think that these loyalties are just haters. I think they're just haters. They want the things that's going on in AEW. They want the WWE, but they're not going to come out and say it because they don't want to look bad. But at the end of the day, you can't have a fucking mark go on Twitter and say that, oh, I hope the WWE sues AEW for everything that they has because Owen Hart is a WWE guy. That's never going to change.
Like, really? You hope the same company that killed him sues AEW? I'm gonna say it. We're called hashtag heels for life for a reason. For a fucking reason.
I'm like, this is the same company that actually killed him
to fucking sue them.
And was a Dark Side of the Ring episode as well.
I was like, this is the same fucking company that killed Owen Hart.
Come on,
and then continue the pay-per-view with knowing that the man just died in a ring. And you're going to sit here and you are going to do a tweet about how Owen Hart is a WWE guy, and after how the WWE treated him? Like, are you fucking serious right now?
Like, bruh, if Owen was still alive today, if Owen could have kicked out of that tragic event, I can almost guarantee and bet every fucking penny that I have, he would not be pro WWE right now. And he's not. I'm sorry. He's not. I can't talk to the beings beyond. But if I could, I guarantee he'd be like, fuck WWE.
I just think, Nappy, that fans today are just this is a different type of breed of stupidity. Plain and simple. Like, I've never seen a fan base or a community that is so enraged about the other competition that's out here which is AEW. AEW has been making power moves for the past 2 years. 2 years that's been like not like no one's seen this shit coming. No one's seen that AEW was going to get this big. No one even seen this shit. I knew I knew that this company was special, but I didn't think that it was going to get like it's like a rapid rise, and everybody should be happy, but because this is not WWE doing all of these power moves, well, we're going to go and hate on them and wish death on them.
It's Vince's fault we got. It's Vince's fault we got AEW to begin with, fucking over Cody Rhodes.
Exactly.
I'm like, hey, maybe if you would have, not saying to make him world champ, but just treat him like
something.
Give him.
Once again, y'all the same motherfuckers that bitch and complain about how the WWE is this great and WWE is doing this, but you're bitching about how AEW is doing all of this for the fans and not doing this for the blood money.
I could say something because she said that she wouldn't do it with that company.
Yeah.
She never said that she was ever going to do it. She just said she wouldn't do it with them.
She said that on Dark Side of the Ring. She won.
And me personally,
his legacy to live on.
Those little words make a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Why would I want to do that shit? If I was in her place, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to work with a company that killed my husband?
I want it.
And then had a stupid ass excuse about, well, we thought that the line was secure. We didn't. It is what it is. Like it's like they don't have they just have a I don't give a fuck type of attitude. And the same thing for Flair's situation. They knew goddamn well that Flair was bogus for that shit, because if they didn't, they would have took off that damn that cartoon with Flair of Flair remaking of what happened on that plane.
Not doing it after.
Well, this one was a different plane. This one had Sting and all the other guys. This was a totally different flight.
Since Kid brought that up, I heard that producers of Dark Side of the Ring might have fucked up this episode because
same thing with Honolulu.
Why? Because there have been multiple plane rides. I'm not gonna say multiple plane rides from hell, but multiple plane rides with certain shit. So Ric Flair, now not still. What I'm about to say, I'm not condoning what Ric Flair did by any stretch of the long shot. He's a fucking scumbag for what he did. I don't give a fuck how big you are. I don't care who you are. You do that to any fucking woman, you deserve to get your ass fucking beat and thrown in jail.
You're mainly talking about the timeline of the events.
So it's been known and fully documented that Ric Flair used to always come out running up and down the aisles amongst the boys doing the helicopter with his robe with his shit out. So
breaking news, y'all. Breaking news. I want to break.
No, you're good. I love breaking news.
So, according to a follower, they said the WWEshop.com is not selling no more Ric Flair merchandise.
What's the source?
Oh, I'm about to go right now to the website.
I think this came from.
Did they actually go to the website, or
I'll be the source?
No, I think this came from a wrestling feed. Matter of fact, a fan just posted this on my timeline.
I like that Bloodline shirt. I might buy it since I'm here.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, but they are not. And
Hey. I don't know if y'all can see that. Sorry, nothing found for Ric Flair. Check out these items instead.
I'm telling you, y'all.
What about Pro Wrestling Tees?
I think they taking them off too.
Let me see. Pro Wrestling Tees.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Pro Wrestling Tees.
I don't think Pro Wrestling Tees.
I think it's gonna be up there because if I'm not mistaken, whoever got merchandise on there is their merchandise. It's not like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but can they just like take it off? And see, the thing is, the WWE is
he's still up there. He's still on Pro Wrestling.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Okay,
they got the Ric Flair cartoon shirt.
But he ain't on WWE Shop though.
Nope. And that's what I said. The
That's
WWE is
big.
dirty as fuck, man. They are dirty as fuck because like they
Wow.
sit here, preach one thing, then do another. You know what I'm saying? They was like, oh,
Jeez.
you know, we
Oldest
care
button.
about Ric Flair. That's until Ric Flair gets heat
I
from
didn't
us.
realize how many shirts
Mhm.
he had. Holy crap!
And,
What on pro
man,
wrestling? I know.
Yeah, it's a lot of t-shirts.
man, selling.
And don't be surprised if those T-shirts stop selling,
Well,
They
after
need to,
tomorrow.
or they get taken off, or get pulled away.
but that's huge. Wow.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Well, even the cartoon that WWE had, and honestly, looking back at it, because when I watched it, I don't know why they even presented that, but it was a flight that he was going to defend or win the championship. I can't remember which it was, but it was
Yeah,
him.
it was a
and he
different
was-
flight.
Yeah, he was going to
It was a
Honolulu.
different flight. It wasn't the plane ride from hell. But what I
No.
was saying was, I'm hearing that the wrestlers on there were like feeding the producers of Dark Side of the Ring other events from other plane rides. And I feel like that's why they came out and said that Undertaker was on that plane ride. Because I mentioned this twice. If Taker was on that plane ride, we wouldn't have had that episode because he would have nipped all that shit in the bud.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, you also know that usually Dark Side of the Ring, Dark Side of the Ring usually comes out with confidential. They're going to do their confidential or uncensored or director's cut or something. So more than likely, because of the popularity of this episode, there's probably more content that we didn't get to see.
But I do,
I'm
I
sure.
do have this though, Nappy. So this was what 2002, right?
Two.
This plane ride.
Plane Ride from
Yeah.
Hell, 2000.
So
Yeah, where was Triple H at for this?
And that's kind of where I'm getting at, kid. So it's ended with Insurrection pay-per-view, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Ric Flair was with him.
Triple
So,
H.
The thing is,
Hold on.
Go ahead. Sorry,
Triple H versus Undertaker was the main event of that pay-per-view.
Right.
So Undertaker, did he just fly himself?
No, there was two planes.
There was multiple
So
planes.
There was two planes. The biggest plane that was there was the one that had Flair. My thing is this: Tommy Dreamer wasn't even on neither of those planes, and he's defending the dude. That's neither here nor there. But you had Flair, RVD,
Stone
Goldust,
Cold.
Terry. No, Stone Cold was on the other. Dude, you got to think about it, Zig. If Stone Cold or Taker was on there, none of that shit would have popped off.
Hey man, we
If
thought
Taker wasn't around,
I don't put nothing past
Stone Cold
nobody these days, bro.
I don't
Hey, you know
either.
what? Touche.
I don't either.
Stone Cold was beating people, and I mean, I don't want to get into that, but
There'll be
he had a
Dark Side of the Ring
few
episode
more.
on
But
that.
I heard,
you
but
know.
you know what? But under the surface, I think Stone Cold was a pussy in real life, though. Like,
I mean, if you beat a woman, you're a pussy in my eyes.
that's my
I
yeah. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
Like I'm saying that if you beat up on women, nigga, you a pussy in real life.
automatically,
dude.
you a fucking bitch. Like, I'm sorry.
I don't respect you.
And
at
prove
all.
me otherwise, please.
Yeah, and that's what I said.
fuck
But
that.
Corey, we ever since we seen that episode, dude, we have gotten so many reports, like different reports. Oh, Vince wasn't on the plane. Undertaker was on the plane. This person was on the plane.
But on Dark
That
Side of the Ring,
person
it
was
showed
on
that
the
he
plane.
was.
Yeah,
Right.
so like
So,
it's,
Get your facts straight.
You
If they
got-
can't even
got-
figure out that he was on the plane, what
got
makes you think that?
Coach, you got Coach tweeting out shit that that him and Linda wasn't, and then you got WWE loyalists. Oh well, I mean, he has no reason to lie because he's not even employed with the company. Yeah,
Yes.
but he's lying for a fucking reason. Because why would JR come out, who's not employed with the company, nothing to lose, say that, oh, I was just a person that was pretty much doing all
Well,
the work.
The thing is why won't McMahon just
He
nip it
never
in the bud?
does.
he never will.
I know he
Never
won't, but I'm
does.
just saying,
He
just to
doesn't
say,
do
because they're
interviews.
going
He
speculation back and
doesn't
forth.
do
with this.
podcasts. He doesn't tweet. He doesn't Instagram. He doesn't
Unless it's somebody's
TikTok.
birthday.
He doesn't Snapchat. He doesn't do none of that shit.
No,
So
he
why
doesn't-
would he, for
yeah.
the first time ever, come on and say, "I was on the plane" or "I wasn't on the plane"?
because Vince knows
He don't give a
that he is
fuck.
guilty as shit.
Because
That's why half the shit
day,
that comes out, he don't have half the shit that comes out. He does not say nothing about it at all because he's guilty. He can't defend that shit at all. Can't. Sorry.
At the end of the day, it still happened on his watch. If
on his
players
watch,
on the
and
football, yeah, if players on the football team did some messed up stuff, if it was bad enough, coaches, general managers, all those people getting fired. So Vince was on the plane. If you see that JR is not keeping everything under control, or JR is not being able to keep the guys in check, what do? You get up and
thank
you
you. Thank you.
And that's the
Flint
whole thing with
said
JR
it
too,
best.
because I don't think JR should get a pass either. Because
No,
it was
he
like
does-
he was
yeah.
picking
Nah.
he was picking his battles too on that documentary.
Yep.
You told Dusty Rose to sit the fuck down, but you didn't tell Ric Flair to sit down.
I get, yeah, and that's what I was saying. That's where Vince steps in. Like, okay, you clearly can't keep these guys in check. So Vince gets up, and then that's when he, puts his foot.
But Zig, Flint on Sunday said it best. Leadership, Mox, what's going on with the boys?
No, correct.
They
Yeah, because
thought it was okay
they
to
can get away
do
with
all
it.
of this and get away with it, because I can guarantee Vince was probably joking with him at one point about certain shit, doing certain shit, doing this, doing that, condoning shit, not saying nothing, leaving it up to JR.
That's why he
So,
put himself
at
in the
the end of the
storylines to
day-
do the same shit.
Right. I'm bashing Tommy Dreamer. I'm bashing Ric Flair. But at the end of the day, it is really Ric Flair. I mean, sorry, it's really Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm. Vince McMahon is the source of all of this madness for the past 35 years. He's been the source. He will always been the source. But the thing about it is that fans piss me the fuck off because they got all this fucking energy, about what's going on with the WWE, but they will never, ever go to the source. They will always do Trumpism type of energy and say that, I don't believe this. But when I'm presenting this to you with facts and receipts, you want to deflect it. No, we're not doing that this time. No. You are going to see this, and if you say something else, then I'm just going to totally say, oh, well, that's your fault. If you want to come on here, you want to act, and you want to act like you don't know nothing that's going on here, and yet I'm presenting shit to you, there's nothing else for me to talk about with you. Because I'm not going to go back and forth with a wall. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. And yes, Kurt Angle and Vince. I would have fucked Vince up that day. For real. If nigga, you touch me, nigga, you get knocked the fuck out.
Because I listened to his podcast and he spoke on it, and he said that Vince was fucking with him all day. And when Vince lunged at him, he goes, I gotta say that I kind of he's like, I don't want to say I blacked out, because if I would have blacked out, I would have hurt him. But I semi forgot who was attacking me, and I was trying to hurt him until we bumped Taker's chair where Taker was kind of dozing off at, and he got up, cold cocked me, because all he saw when he woke up was me on top of the boss.
Yeah, that's his number one dick sucker. That's probably
and then that's when Bruce was like, "Yo, no, they were both just playing around." And Taker was like, "Well, y'all need to chill the fuck out, and if not, then there's gonna be a problem." That's why I don't think Taker was on that plane ride from hell, because if he said that in front of the boss, I don't know. But like Zig said, you fucking find out a lot. I always thought Taker was a fucking saint until that shit that Rene Dupree came out with, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, and
now I'm really excited for Chris, because nobody knows what was said, but they're saying there's shit said. So
yeah, and then on top of that, Chris King came out as gay as well, and they said that there was some homophobic
bullying them.
Yeah, and if that does come out, Lord,
it's over with.
It's because I'm telling you, the gay coalition, they hot on your trail.
Oh,
WWE.
fucking right, man.
I'm telling you,
2 weeks in a row.
That is
Dark
like
Side
a
of the
very
Ring.
Two,
strong
right, bro.
community.
2 weeks in a row, dude.
Wait,
If
Cannon's this Thursday?
yes, he's this Thursday.
Oh, I thought they were
Right,
saving
that's
it
what
for
I'm
a
saying,
later.
dude. Yeah.
Wow, banger
Yeah.
after banger, bro.
That's what I'm
Man,
saying.
I'm
2
trying
weeks
to
in a
tell
row.
you, but the problem is this is a bad week for the WWE because it's like, not only Raw is under the scope, but SmackDown as well. And on top of that, they're going into their pay-per-view this week.
Ooh.
Yeah. And they don't got a great card either.
Dude,
They don't
that
have a
card
great
is
card.
fucking trash.
It's really
I'm
fucked up that
sorry.
your pay-per-view is
I'm
called
sorry.
Extreme Rules, but you only got one match that's Extreme.
Yeah.
When it comes to WWE, I got 2 words for them. Fuck them.
I thought you were about to say bullshit, but hey,
or
fuck
suck
'em.
or don't sell.
Like,
One or two, but yeah, y'all, it's 11:12 Central Time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of wrap it up with everybody going on an hour. Any last words, y'all, before we go?
Looking forward to Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Thursday.
Friday. Wednesday.
Oh, that's right.
Dynamite.
And Rampage.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what's Thursday?
Wednesday,
though?
Thursday, and Friday. I
Thursday's
don't
Dark
give a
Side of the
fuck about-
Ring.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
and also, Chris and Kid will be recapping Dancing with the Stars with the Miz.
Hey,
He's gonna be on that. So
shout out to
What?
Miz.
So wait,
Shout out to
who's-
Chris and
why
Kid
are-
doing that.
Why are we
Who said
recapping?
that? Who
Shout
said
out
we
to
were
Chris
gonna
and
do
Kid
that?
Oh,
doing
I
that.
thought. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit, I
No,
thought.
my bad.
assumed. You assume.
Kid was like,
The fuck?
Right. Because I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's gonna
What?
be good shit. It's gonna be
Miz
good
is gonna
shit.
come out there with the little spin, and you're out of here. That's
I mean,
Oh,
if he ends up winning it, then I mean,
Oh, good for him, but I won't be
Yeah.
watching it though.
It's rigged.
I won't be watching this.
Cool.
But yeah, what do y'all have any final words?
I just hope. Actually, no, I don't hope. WWE is about to get hit with a lot of fucking haymakers, and I guess we can see how they're gonna respond to it. Because if they keep responding the way that they're responding, it's only a matter of time.
And please, everybody, please don't think that we're saying that the WWE is going to go under in about 2 years. But
No,
Right
it's gonna
now,
be longer
they're-
than that. But
their
they're fucking heading
reputation,
there.
yeah, their reputation is getting bashed. Like, I mean, shot after shot after shot, to the point now that even the networks are looking at them crazy.
They're not gonna go down. They'll just be under new management. Oh boy.
and Disney's not one to talk either.
Facts.
Disney's got
Facts.
some shady shit going on too.
What the fuck you
No.
talking about there, kid?
Yeah,
Look it
because
up.
they're-
You'll see what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
because Disney,
fuck was
Mr.
this?
Disney is racist and damn self, so tread lightly. But
Huh?
anybody else? Anybody else got anything?
Like I said earlier, I think with last week and then this week with Dark Side of the Ring, I'm really thinking that after this episode coming up, we're still going to be talking that there's something, other names are going to get dropped, and a lot of reputations are going to get ruined, and a lot of Twitter's going to blow up, Facebook is going to blow up over this because
And when that happens, we're gonna be here.
yep.
Give it to you, motherfuckers. Yeah.
But also on top of that, with Dynamite on Wednesday, really looking forward to that. I mean, that's like a pay-per-view card, and
Yes.
then looking forward to because you already know when Dynamite and Rampage being 2 hours, you already know that they're going to go on the internet. They're already going to be posting the ratings and who dominated who and how much more ratings, because you see over 600,000 in the ratings for Rampage, and SmackDown's getting 2.2, and that's
And-
only an hour.
And I think wait. I think Rampage is live
2
this week, right?
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's their first live 2 hour.
2 hours.
Speaking of
Ooh.
Rampage, real
Can't
quick,
wait.
But it's also going to TBS.
I heard
Yeah, I heard that too.
but I heard that Mark Henry got replaced.
Yeah,
by Mr.
that
Tony
part.
Stark.
I mean, they needed to do that.
Yeah, because like Mark Henry, I said this like on the first
He
show.
wasn't a
Like
good
Mark Henry
commentary guy.
is so out of place on commentary. Like,
He's still gonna do that. He's still gonna do the main event. He's still gonna. So he beat you last week. What did you think about that? You know, that's
that energy. I just wasn't here for the energy. That energy just wasn't
the Hall of Pain to being the nicest guy doing an interview for a main event.
right. And then
Right.
smiling on top of that, nigga. Please, I don't even smile like that. I got a Kodak smile, but not like that. Like, no, stay your ass in the back. Like you should. I mean, I don't even understand why he even left the WWE in the first place because he got the same position that he had when he was in WWE.
I mean, in catering, I guess maybe he was gonna get let go.
He got tired of the Titus mac and cheese. And he wanted to dabble in
fish fry.
I think of somebody who's in catering, but nobody's really in catering right now.
DeAndrade.
But, yeah, so everyone
the Andrade Spanish rice.
Hey,
that's
I
so
don't know.
racist.
I
No,
mean,
I love Spanish rice. It's not racist. I love
rice-a-roni.
Hey, look, rice-a-roni is awesome. It's only $1.39 per box.
Bam.
That's what I use for Spanish rice.
It's a feast.
It's right. You know what I'm saying? I got me some steak and potatoes.
Ooh, yeah, man.
So one last thing, Chris.
Yes.
So for anybody, just I had the pleasure of interviewing my boy Chris last week.
Very awesome interview.
Check me out on Ziggy the Beast on Facebook. I'll be posting the interview on there. Got to know a little bit about Chris. So if anyone's interested in knowing a little bit more about Chris, behind the Mr. Team Bring It persona, come holler at your boy.
Yes, that was a very interesting interview. Like
now featured on Dark Side of the Ring.
So stupid. I wouldn't go that far though, but shout out to your podcast, Ziggy. You and David are very hilarious. Like I had a really good time on that show.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. So yeah, check out the documentary if you want to. So, but yeah, we have any breaking news or anything Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we will be here, and also we'll be here Sunday for episode 60 where
for the not so extreme rules.
And we'll be doing some giveaways.
Regular rules of pay-per-view.
Yeah, giveaways.
Got some giveaways.
Yes. So stay tuned for that. We'll let you guys know what we're going to be giving away. Until that time, hopefully you guys have a wonderful weekend or your wrestling. Until that time, I'm your host, Mr. Team Bring It.
Happy boy.
Kid USA.
Ziggy the Beast.
Have a good week, everybody. Good night.
Yeah.